Hey guys, this is Satish here, and as I already promised to you guys, so I'm just starting the stock market basics for the students, so specifically for the CMA students, and in case if you're a student from any other profession, and this video series is for you guys also, okay? And one important point which you need to note here is, so I'll be talking all the basic things, or some of the points you might have already studied in your textbooks or your study material or your institute material somewhere. So in case if you are already aware, this video series might not help you, but however, I'm starting this video series to ensure that people or the budding CMS or budding professionals are aware of the stock market and the opportunities, which is, I can tell a vast opportunities which is available in the stock market after you qualify your CMA, CA or CS for that matter, okay? And in this first series, I'll be talking about the basics of stock market, financial market, and the differences between the primary and the secondary market. Okay, so if in case if you ask me, or in case if you want to know what is stock market, in the simple term, it is a place where two people will meet. One person will be a buyer, the other person will be a seller, and they will be trading in a shares or any other stocks. Okay, and in case if you want to further dig in to understand what is stock market, so it is a stock market is a place or a dedicated location where companies will go and contact the particular let's say an exchange to sell their shares, and in turn the exchanges will in turn buy and sell or issues the shares to the general public or institutional investors, or for that matter any other private or in public institutions. Okay, so for trading or for investing purpose also. Okay, and having said this, in case if you go back to history and see when the stock market or the trading, the Indian stock market started, it is started under a banana tree, probably for many years. Then later it moved to a place called Dalal Street. So that is the place which you will keep hearing here and there when it comes to Indian stock market. So how you know that the Wall Street for US, so how it is called as a Wall Street, so for Indian it is called as a Dalal Street, where most of the trading activities will occur. Okay, so the history goes back to 1875 when the BSE began its operation. So BSE did not get the name when it started in 1875. So in 1875 BSE has started as an association of persons. So later it moved from one level to another person, and in probably in 80s or 90s it got its BSE is a name to start its operations in Indian financial market. Okay, so later in 1992, so before that in BSE earlier it was like an used to the buyer used to go to the particular location or the BSE or any other place to find the seller, and vice versa. So it was like a physical form of the exchange of the stocks or the shares. Okay, so later having beginning of this NSE era, so you can call it as an era. So in 1992, so NSE bought a lot of new technological advancements, so it bought a lot of new products, international products to the Indian financial system. So that is when you can see the booming of the Indian stock market, especially after 1992 era. Okay, so this is the basics about the stock market. So in case if you ask me where the stock market comes into picture, is it comes from the financial market. So in case if you keep splitting the system based on this one, so nature of claim, so you have debt market, equity market. So if you want to divide based on the maturity of claim, it is money market and the capital market. In the capital market we have the primary market where IPO will come into picture. So in the secondary market is where the trading or the investing comes into picture. So timing of delivery, so cash market, future markets, organization structure, so you have exchange traded market and over the counter market. Okay, and one important point which you need to remember guys is, so I'll be not talking everything here, so we are specifically dedicated this series for the stock market, so especially for the secondary market. So primary market, in case if you need any of the specific point to be discussed in any of this video series, please to update in the videos coming. Okay, and in case if you want me to discuss any other top points about these more probably in debt market, equity market, probably cash, exchange, whatever it is, you can just need to put your comment in the video section or any of the video section. For sure I'll try to make a video on those points. Okay, so just to reiterate, so we'll be talking most of the things from secondary market point of view. Okay, yeah, so in case if you ask me what is primary market versus the secondary market, so you might be seeing a lot of those differences in your study material guys. So you also have some of the subjects where you need to be aware of the stock markets, futures, options, or any other probably in demat account, something like that you'll be having here and there. So my experience, guys, so after qualifying also you need to consider stock market as also as one of the opportunities for to build your career. So because it has a lot of vast opportunities, I can say, guys. Anyway, I'll be doing the opportunities which will be available for the future or a budding CMS or CSCS, so you can just refer that video also. Okay, so having said that, the basics of the basis on the what basis I'll be talking. So these are the points. So this is a primary market and this is a secondary market. Okay, so in case if you ask me what is primary market based on the meaning, so it's a place where, or it's a marketplace where the new shares are bought into the picture. So recently you might be aware that after the recent budget, so our finance minister has announced that the LIC will be converted into a public company. So soon the shares of the LSA will be coming to the stock market, that is Indian stock market, probably both in NSE and BSE also. Okay, so that is a place where primary or the new shares will be bought into picture. Okay, so the secondary market, whatever is issued in this primary market will be traded and it will be bought, sold, investing purpose, trading purpose will be done in this one. Okay, and in case if you ask what is the difference between differences between these two based on the another name, so primary market is also called as new issuance market. So secondary market is called as an aftermarket, another name for that one. So in case if you ask me what type of purchases are done in the primary market, primary means it's the first time the stocks or the share is coming into the stock market, so it is anyway it's a direct. So secondary market is an indirect way of purchasing. Okay, so you will be not knowing from who you are purchasing. So in case you want to sell, you are not knowing from or to whom you are going to sell your any of these shares. Okay, and the financing under primary market, so the important of company coming to stock market or the through primary market is to ensure to raise the supply of funds to the enterprises, guys. So it might be they want to expand their business, they want to do a new subsidiary, they want to start a new product, service, or expansion of any of the technological advancements, which will be in a capital in nature, right? So it's a huge investment which they might not be in a position to raise through a bank loan or something like that. So for sure they will try to sell their shares through primary market. And when it comes to the secondary market, it does not provide any funding to the enterprises, but however it can create some of the appreciations to the people who are already owning the shares in the company. Okay, and in turn it also creates a lot of the monetary or the financial benefits for the institutional investors, foreign investors, the normal the public investors, all those things people will be getting helpful through this funding. Okay, and that is under the secondary market. Okay, and having said that, in case if you ask me how many times the securities can be sold is in stock market, that is through primary market, it's only one company can come to the stock market through primary primary market source. It is only one time. But however, in case if you ask me in the secondary market, so in there will be a lot of shares which will be bought, sold multiple times. It will be done. It will be in the lakhs together or crores together. Okay, and buying and selling. So in the primary market, you can see buying and selling is between company and the investor. So company will come into the stock market through IPO. So you will go and bid with respect to a particular amount. So it will be particular amount. So based on that, it will be allocated to you guys. Okay, so you in a sense the investor. So once the investor has got any of the allotment, so he or she can sell or try to buy more equity shares in case if they want through the secondary market only. Okay, and who will gain the amount on the sale of shares is for sure it's a company, because it's required for the company's purpose. Under the secondary market, it is the investors or the traders. Okay, and when it comes to the intermediaries, so underwriters are the people who will help the companies to bring their shares into the primary market. Okay, so in the secondary market, it is the intermediary is the brokers and the exchanges, probably an NSE or a BSE or any other exchanges in the Indian context. Okay, so price, it's based on the company's decision or the board of directors decision, which will be fixed. And when it comes to the secondary market, it is purely based on the demand and supply, which will be existing on particular day or particular month or whatever it is. Okay, and in case if you ask me, so one more point, guys, in the secondary market, price also fluctuates based on the company's performance, company's legal issues, company's profit earnings, all those things, or the financial announcement, all those things will be depending on the price fluctuation, which will be under secondary market. Okay, and in the on the basis of the organizational differences, so not rooted in any specific spot or geographical location. So there is no particular place or something like that, but in case if you come to the secondary market, it has a physical existence. So there will be a place where you will go and buy and sell all those things in the earlier era. But after 90s, so I already mentioned that NSE has bought a lot of technological advancements, especially in the online trading or online investing, where with one click you can try to open your a demat account, trading account, and try to keep investing within 1 or 2 days of your opening of your account. So that kind of facility has been brought into existence in the secondary market. Okay, so I try to give a basic information to you guys. So in case I've already mentioned, so I have not designed any specific topic for this series, so all the topics are general in nature. In case if you want me to prepare or make any of the videos specific to any of the topic, probably you might be want to know how to trade, or so how to invest in a particular company, all those things, analysis. In case if you can just need to update in the comment section. Okay, so this is the video in the first series, guys. So I'll be having the second series probably on the investing versus the trading, so that also you can learn how I trade and how I invest in my personal life also. So I'll try to share some of my experiences in that one. So in case if you want to open a demat account, because guys, remember, in case if you want to do investing or trading, whatever you want to do, you want to have a demat and a trading account. And for that, which you need to open an UpStox or in Zerodha, which are the discount brokers in India. So I would suggest you guys to have a free offer which is given by the UpStox currently. So Zerodha also gives a good brokerage facilities and all. So try to have that trading account immediately in case if you are not open. In case if you already open, you can follow the series. So in case you want to know the more information about this links and all, so just refer this video's description area, where you'll have the direct link to open your UpStox or the Zerodha account. Okay, so this is the video for the day. In case if you're not subscribed to this channel, this is Satish Narayan channel, please do hit the subscribe button and like, subscribe, and give positive comment, which will be a motivational things for me. Okay, so until then, see you. Check your Satish signing off. Boy.